The global issue I decided to try to solve is water scarcity and the limited awareness of personal water usage that comes along with it. So obviously, as a global population, we face a ever-increasing problem due to climate change and a number of other factors when it comes to our water levels. And there have been a lot of products and strategies to try to decrease individual water consumption. And I am also trying to throw my hat in the ring in that regard, but I'm approaching it from a slightly different angle. So my solution is focusing on increasing the awareness of total water usage that a person uses throughout their day-to-day actions. And this awareness would, in effect, help them be more cognizant of the unsustainability of their own practices and encourage them to improve upon them. So my actual design solution is called InfoTimer. It is a complete system that contains a faucet, obviously, and then a pop-up timer that is its normal resting position is within the casing of the faucet. And then when the faucet is turned on, the timer flips up and starts ticking. So as the user uses it, they are completely aware of how long that faucet has been running. And then within the owner's manual, you would have a indication for example, if you have 30 seconds of usage, how much water that would use in 30 seconds. So every individual would be able to track their own usage based on the compilation of data that they themselves are tracking. And then in addition, because of this timer is pop-up action, as you use the faucet, you are made notice of that timer springing up, and it acts as a reminder to the user to say, hey, I need to reduce my water usage. Like, let's be cognizant of this and turn it off at an appropriate time. Obviously, the product itself would vary depending on its application. So similar to just regular faucets, you're going to have different ones for the bathroom, you're going to have different ones for the sink, and you're going to have different ones for the shower. So each of them would be tracking different metrics, both in terms of time and volume of water used. So the kitchen and the bathroom sinks would be relatively similar, obviously, and you would still probably track in seconds rather than minutes. But then once you move over to the shower, you would definitely start tracking more in minutes and obviously at a higher volume. And but in that way, you can really the user is able to differentiate in what ways their water usage is coming from. So in terms of daily usage, the product itself is actually pretty simplified. So I'm going to give you a couple case study examples of how this would be used as well as trigger the response that I'm going for in terms of being aware of that water usage and then having that desire to reduce it. So as you can see, at the end of the day or at the end of the week, the individual would be able to collect this data that was tracked through the faucet and timer system, and they can see gradually, ideally, a decrease over the weeks of usage and total water consumption.